Hello friends, in this video we will discuss classification of meristem on the basis of method of origin and development. On the basis of method of origin and development, meristem is divided into three different types. First is promeristem, second is primary meristem, and the third one is secondary meristem. So promeristem is also called embryonic meristem because it is directly derived from embryo. So it is group of promeristem or embryonic meristem is a group of cell which is present where new organ or part of organ is initiated, where new organ or part of organ is about to form or is initiated. The meristem that is present at that position is called embryonic meristem. For example, this is apical part of stem, and at the tip of this apical portion of the stem there is a group of cell. These cells by dividing will form new leaves and stem. So the group of cells which are present where new organ or part of organ is formed is called promeristem. So these meristem, so here it is called promeristem because they are present where new organ is about to form. So these are called promeristem. These promeristem further divides and forms group of layers or group of cells. Suppose it form three group of cells by dividing. These cells, these three layers, 1, 2 and 3 layers, also have capacity to divide, but they are originated from promeristem. So these group of cells, they are originated from promeristem and they also have capacity of division. So these type of cells, so they will also be called meristem because they can divide. So these type of group of cells which are originated from promeristem is called primary meristem. For example, protoderm, ground meristem and vascular cambium. Vascular cambium, procambium. It's procambium. Procambium. So these are three different layers, group of cells. This is protoderm. This group of cell is ground meristem. This is procambium. So these group of cells further will divide and it will form epidermis of an organ, and it will form ground meristem, it will form cortex and pith, and this promeristem will form vascular bundles. So primary meristem are group of cells which are derived from promeristem, and these group of cells which further by division form new tissues. For example, protoderm, it is derived from promeristem, it will form epidermis. Ground meristem, it is also derived from promeristem, it will form cortex and pith. Procambium, it is also derived from promeristem and it will form vascular bundle. And the last one is secondary meristem. Meristem, which arises from already differentiated tissues. So which arises from differentiated tissue. It will not arise from promeristem or primary meristem. It will arise from a cell or group of cell which is differentiated. For example, this is a TS of stem, this is pith, this part is cortex, and here are vascular bundles in this part. So this part is pericycle. So this is differentiated. Cells in this part are differentiated. They are parenchymatous cells, simple. They are differentiated. They are formed by ground meristem and they are differentiated into parenchymatous cell. But when the girth of a plant increases, then this cells in this region, a layer of cell in this region become meristematic. That is called secondary cambium, vascular cambium. Secondary vascular cambium. It will divide and it will form xylem towards inner side, phloem towards outer side. So it is differentiated from, or you can say it arises, not differentiated, it arises from differentiated tissue because there were parenchymatous cells. These parenchymatous cells will undergo from differentiation to de-differentiation. They will become undifferentiated again and they will divide and form xylem outer side, phloem inner side. Similarly, in cortex region, a group of cell will become de-differentiated from differentiated parenchymatous cell and it will form cork cambium. This core cambium then cut cell towards outer side and inner side. Inner will form secondary cortex, outer form cortex. So a core cambium and vascular cambium are example of secondary meristem. So on the basis of method and origin of development, meristem is of three types. Promeristem, it arises from embryonic meristem. It arises from embryo, directly from embryo. So it is present where new organ is about to form. Next one is primary meristem. It arises from promeristem. By division of promeristem, there will be a formation of protoderm, ground meristem, procambium. So all three are primary meristems. Next is secondary meristem. It arises from differentiated cells. So here example of this is core cambium and vascular cambium.